How you doing? I haven't talked to you in forever.
I don't need no one to say you're complicated, 'cause I knew from the start this might be overrated. It's so typical, you wanna give you one
Sean!
even though if your mind is telling you it's all a lie. Oh, I gotta wake up, this might be a breakup, 'cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. I don't believe you, no. 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 One thing I love about you is your dedication. It got me dreaming at the station. On my way home, oh, I gotta wake up, this might be a breakup, 'cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. I don't believe you, no. 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 I don't believe you, no.
Alright, g'day ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. More importantly, welcome back to the World Tour this evening, this morning, my time, afternoon, whatever it is my time. I think it's just gone afternoon. So, leg 146 and part 4 of 5 here of California Dreaming. We're going to be heading out of Fresno, Yosemite Airport and heading over to San Francisco via the Californian wine regions. So g'day to everyone who has joined us today. A big welcome to returning viewers, and also a big welcome to those who may be here for the first time. I'm just some Aussie, otherwise known as Bryce Hell, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you here today. What a show we have lined up for you. There's going to be flying, definitely. There's going to be some flying. So without further ado, I guess it's time to jump into the chat and see what Sean's been talking to himself about. I've been watching, Sean, don't worry, I've been watching. And obviously say a few good days to the wonderful people as well. So first off, let's make sure that I can see all the chat messages, YouTube. Thank you very much, that's good. Alright, so Mr. Sean Dale is here. He's getting his juice and his coffee and all the important things in the world. Probably I'll end up going and making myself a second coffee whilst we are in the air. I've already had one. First iced coffee in a long time, which gives you an idea of what's going on with the weather here in this part of the world. If I'm starting to drink iced coffees, it's definitely starting to warm up. Because I don't drink them when it's cold. But Sean, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you've been doing well. I know it's quite late for you, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if you need to call it quits at some point during the flight. Steve Allen. I'm going to have to refer to you like that from now on, Steve. You're just going to be Steve Allen. Can't believe the song has its own wiki page. Ah, Right, you're talking about the one that Sean was saying. The only way is up, baby, for you and me now. What is my phone doing? Right, okay, I'm just getting 400 million notifications at once. Cool. But I hope you're going well, Steve, mate. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know. I'm the problem with your sleeping pattern, isn't that right, Sean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, if it means that you get to hang out here and fly along with us and have a good time, Sean, I will happily take responsibility for screwing up your sleeping pattern, mate. With I'll even wear a hat that says I am to blame. You know, because it puts a smile on your face. So it puts a smile on my face and everybody else's face probably as well. Wow, there really was a lot of conversation going on between Sean and Steve. Mitty says, I'm awake, I made it. Yeah, I feel very similar, Mitty. It was sort of like, oh shit, I need to be awake. Who invented the mornings? I'm starting to realize that I really enjoy sleeping on my first day off every week. I go ahead and schedule a stream at like 11 or 11:30 a.m. my time, and I'm like, yeah, I'll push it out to midday. I like bed. Yeah, too fast, Mitty, by the way. Definitely not done with California. We've got 5 Californian flight plans. I mean, hey, Mitty, if you hate California that much, you've spent too much time driving in California in American Truck Sim. That's what it is. That's why you're, that's why you're like, can we get California over and done with? No, California's a large state. There goes Lazarus. God damn. Sorry, Lazarus, you weren't quite going fast enough, mate. If you could do that again quicker and lower, that would be great. Yeah. Poundy says, hello, probably not going to hang around long, busy at the day job. Oh, yeah. That's, it's a shame that we have to have those, Poundy, isn't it? The day jobs that keep the bills paid. I mean, whose idea was that? Really? Yeah, unfortunately, Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't pay the bills. God, I wish it did. You know how good life would be if Microsoft Flight Simulator paid the bills? Anyway, that's a topic not worth bringing up right this second. Yeah, go to prison, Alcatraz. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Although, right now with inflation, $200 would be nice. Ah, damn, Poundy, you don't have the sim on your work PC? What's wrong with you? Really? Come on. You're better than that. What's the boss gonna say? Joystick in one hand and work in the other? That's... Yeah, I feel like HR's gonna get involved if you tell the boss you want to have your joystick in one hand and do the work with the other. They may not understand what you mean. Thanks for being here, everyone. No worries, Poundy. We got you, mate. We need Euro Truck Sim 2, but in the Trinidad. Mitty, you seem relatively cluey about truck sims and stuff. Maybe you can create a mod that puts the Trinidad in truck sim. You know, just throwing it out there. All right. So. I guess it's time to perform the usual task of starting this thing, and then I'm probably going to have to perform the other task, which is to perform an act of God with the weather and time, because as you can see, the sun is already setting, and whilst that is amazing, I don't really want to do a flight in the dark. Oh, yes. It's about to try and start it, but no, bros, you need to select a fuel tank. There we go. That's better. Now it should start. It did start. Good. Right. Lights. Now we can see stuff. flaps in and then perform weather tricks. So it's 6:15 p.m. right now, and I want to be arriving into San Francisco during sunset, and we've got about an hour and a half of flying. So I reckon if I make it about about that 4:30, 4:40 p.m. I reckon that will work probably quite well. Cool. All right, let's go with that. Right. So Sean says hurricanes. I love hurricanes. They just keep blowing all the cobwebs away. So saves many hours with the duster. Just give me a hurricane. Sean, I feel like there's probably less destructive, more beneficial ways to remove the cobwebs other than a hurricane or a duster. Either, you know. Just feel like that's a little bit of an extreme way to do the cobwebs. But anyway, you know, each to their own, whatever works for you there, mate. Yeah, I know, IT support, who needs it? Everybody should be able to support themselves in IT. It's coming from the guy who's just recently used IT support to try and retrieve his vlog footage files. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, hypocrite. Use the truck in Euro Truck Sim to take the plane from the hangar to the runway, away from the hurricane. Hey, Gawin is here. He says, hey-o, hey-o. Daylight come and me on go home. Hey, Gully Wombat is here as well. He says, another super streamer in his Super Trinidad. I'll get myself a cape that just says SS for super streamer. Dummy, you reckon that'll work? I reckon I'll probably get laughed off the internet for that one. But in fact, I'm surprised I haven't been laughed off the internet yet with some of the shit that I've come up with. It's almost like you guys enjoy it or something, weirdos. Right, so the runway is directly behind me and we have no wind. So that is fan-bloody-tastic news. Let's take advantage of that, shall we? SS might not work. Well, I mean, if it's... Hang on, why won't it work? Sean says, IT support, leave an email in the user's mailbox, turn off and turn back on again, all sorted. If only it was that easy, Sean. If only it was that easy in some scenarios. If I could have just turned my laptop off and on again and got all my footage, things would have been good. The guy's still got my laptop and he recently found a cloud save of like an image of Windows 10 from about a week and a half before we had the issue, and I brought the laptop into him, so back when I was still overseas. So he loaded that up and the vlog footage still isn't there. So it's gone to the point where even the backup cloud image saves of the whole operating system don't even have the vlog footage. So he has no idea what the hell's happened. So we've given up. I've paid him. I've collected the laptop, and we're just gonna have to travel again. Oh no! Such a you know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. You know, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Mitty says, I enjoy these streams, question mark. Well, well, I guess if I have to. I mean, Mitty, nobody's forcing you, nobody's holding you down with a gun to your head or with their hands around your throat saying, you must enjoy these streams. It's beneficial if you do, but, you know. Hey, Mr. GC Bounds says, hello. G'day, GC Bounds, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing really, really well. Alright, well, I know for a fact that we have Lazarus, we have somebody behind me who I can't see their name tag because they're close, but that's alright, it's not a problem. I also saw Chris, I think, yes. I believe we have Chris here with us as well, flying along. Alright, well, I guess, without further ado, I can't see Sean. Why can't I see? Or unless that's Sean that's directly, maybe that's Sean that's directly behind me. Anyway, enough procrastinating. Let's just go, shall we? Oh yes, Gawin, I will. Absolutely, I will. He says, holding me hostage. Mitty, you weren't supposed to tell anyone that you were hostage in the little cupboard that's in the room. Come on. Like, I thought that was our little secret, to quote the All-American Rejects. Yeah, I absolutely will, Gawin. I absolutely will. I'll just need to remember which email I use for Orbex, whether it's my personal one or my channel one. So I will message that to you as soon as the stream is over. Nice, Sean. Nice. When I asked for medical assistance for whoever it was yesterday, nobody bothered to call, but Mitty says he's in a hostage situation, and bang, Sean's already on the blower. GC Bounds, what plane should you join in on? GC Bounds, anything that does about 170 to 190 knots ground speed is perfecto. 2 engines for your flight today, hey Sean. You know, I've been eyeing off some, you know, not to make a hint at anyone, but the person who wins the giveaway when it comes time to change aircraft, I'm not trying to hint at anything or whatever, but I've been eyeing off the multi-engine aircraft in the sim, like the DA62 and the Baron and all that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, if you'd like to make a selection. No, obviously I understand we're going to fly a lot of aircraft in this world tour, so eventually we'll get to fly them all. Yeah, exactly, MiG-29, perfect. Gami, you've absolutely nailed the criteria there, mate. MiG-29, bang. I love it, I love it. Choose the 414AW. I mean, that would require me to purchase it, Poundy, but that's not a problem. That isn't an issue. If you're referring to me, if you're telling GC Bounds, I mean, hey, all good. But I've heard great things about the 414 from Flight Simware, so I wouldn't be against the idea. Absolutely not. Hey! It was Sean who's behind me in the double engine beast. Very nice. Alright, so time to do my name that I'm renowned for with, what's his name? Rudin. The autopilot king. Or queen, or whatever he calls me. Anyone who listens, Garmy knows how nice it is. The 414 is a dream, very excellent aircraft. Yes, it is a gorgeous plane to fly. Alright, cool. Well, I'm now just trying to work out, so originally, the first 100 flights of the World Tour, I picked the aircraft, and then the deal was going to be every 100 flights from there on, we would pick a different aircraft. But I've actually had a few people say to me, now that we have so many aircraft available for the sim, and so many more still to come, I've had a few people mention to me that they wouldn't mind potentially every 50 or 75 flights doing an aircraft change. But obviously I want to check that with Drew before I go doing that, because he did technically select this aircraft based on 100 flights. So there may be an opportunity to select a few more planes a little bit more often here. Mitty has a date with a random guy in the city, so he's got to go soon. I mean, Mitty, It's a safe space around here. You can just tell us that you're going to go buy a shit ton of cocaine or meth. It's okay. We're not going to judge you. Alright, so we get a good, we get a nice view here of Fresno on departure. It's very different to over near LA and all that, I must say. Who the hell is flying above me like a complete nutcase? Up and down and all over the shot. Right now, whoever that is in the Grand Caravan, their passengers are being incredibly unwell. There's gonna be, in fact, we should probably radio through to San Francisco, just be a little bit like, you know, we're gonna need some cleaning crews when we arrive. Yeah, the Grand Caravan's gonna have an interesting carpet. That's alright, that was me yesterday when we arrived at Fresno after all the G's that I pulled when we were flying in Yosemite. All my passengers were also incredibly unwell. They also had bits of tree sticking out of their faces. I don't know why. Sean says, I have no idea how to fly the 350 again. This could be a rough flight. Sean, there's an aircraft in the sim that I can... The Grand Caravan, it is basically identical to the Grand Caravan, the way the autopilot and all that works in the King Air. So, just grab your knowledge from flying the Grand Caravan. You'll figure it out real quick. If you've got any questions, mate, that's actually an aircraft I can probably help you with as well. I'm relatively familiar with the King Air. Yeah, exactly. Poundy says, hey, everyone, remember to like everyone. No, hang on, that's not what he says. He just says, remember to like everyone. Yeah, remember to like everyone. Show everyone some great respect and all that. I mean, I don't think that's what Poundy was getting at, but that's what I'm going to get at. But as Poundy is saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't hit that like button yet, and you do like what you see, and honestly, if you do, I have a lot of questions for you about, are you okay? Have you been to see the psychiatrist and psychologist, etc.? But yeah, please do. Please do. Sean says, I was doing okay until I hit autopilot. That's slightly concerning. I forgot to turn on the height, the nav, the vertical speed, the heading, etc. Okay. Gawin says, I don't like anyone. Been flying the 737-700 and 146 all day since finishing the earlier stream, so this is a great change in autopilot. The King Air should be easier than those two aircraft, no? Shouldn't it? Maybe? Sort of? Kinda? I don't know. The men came the other day with white jackets. You hid under the stairs and didn't answer the door. Okay. Yeah, fair. That's... Right, we are going quick. Which is not a problem, but... we're in the yellow. Could refer to us as Coldplay because we're in the yellow. Whoops. There we go. Beautiful. Not much of this part of the world, is there? It's just a lot of farmland. Gawin says I should be going to bed, but I have to try the toys out. What sort of toys, Gawin, are we getting at there? Because I mean, that sentence, there's some questions. Boy, is there some questions. Yeah. Anyway, Sean, you have not made the situation any better with that comment. The only difference between men and boys are the price of their toys, and you can always stay up longer to play with them. Okay. Right. Cool. Happy cows come from California. I mean, Gawin, I'm sure there's some lovely women that come from California as well. They're not all happy cows. Gawin says flight sim panels. Oh, you got some flight sim panels. You lucky, lucky man. I mean, I know you probably paid for it with money that you worked hard to get, and it's not really luck at all, but you lucky, lucky man. The white coats, Gawin, are an illusion. People are just trying to make themselves look smart. I don't know. Also, why is I just realised that my browser source thing is, and my subscriber count have all dropped down randomly. There we go. Let's position them correctly, shall we? That's better. Alright. Sean says you can speed up whenever you wish. I need to get to the store for some Vaseline. Is that to make sure that you can play with the toys, Sean, correctly? Or need a little bit of the lubrication? I am going fast, aren't I? I'm doing 164 knots. I did say between 170 and 190. What kind of toys do I get? Dog toys? That's the only bloody toys I buy these days. I want to make it very clear that they are not for me either. Yep, no, that's fair, Sean. Leave it to everyone. Oh no, I knew you meant Sean Gawin. I just wanted to have my 2 cents anyway. If that's all right. Yeah, tea towels. Exactly right, Poundy. I've been buying lots and lots of tea towels lately. Seriously, I swear, the best toy that I can probably buy for the dogs right now is, you know, when you go to Bunnings, you can get the bag of rags, like the old t-shirt style rags. Just buy a bag of them for the dogs. Just throw them across the backyard. I mean, it'll completely create like a complete mess that will be a pain in the ass to clean up, but at least the dogs will be happy and they won't destroy our property, which is, you know, it's a win-win situation with a slight disadvantage, so I'll take it. GC Bound says, where are you going? I'm flying the flight plan that's in the Discord. I don't know. Flying towards Hearst Castle is our first waypoint, and we're going over towards the coast so we can start flying over the Californian wine regions. GC Bounds. San Francisco probably is on a 277 heading directly from Fresno, but we're not flying directly from Fresno, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's true, Poundy, it probably will. You buy a $100 toy for the young one, and they spend the rest of the day playing with the cardboard box. Yeah. I don't know where the subtitles came from, honestly, Sean, and I'm going to try and get rid of them. But I can't seem to get rid of it. because for some reason my... Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yep, that shut him up. Beautiful, very good. That's what I needed to do. Fantastic. The subtitles are gone now. GC Bounds, did you grab the flight plan from the Discord, mate? Or did you create a flight plan? If you grabbed it from in the Discord and it's different, I'm really concerned. For, you know, obvious reasons. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take this moment to go and pop another coffee on the stove to make another iced coffee, and also turn the ceiling fan on in here, because it is getting, it's getting hot. Like, I could almost grab the chicken that I've got in the fridge and quite happily just put it in this room and cook. Sean, holy shit. Can't understand what I'm saying now the subtitles are gone. Yeah, fucking oath, mate. Can't understand anything. Mitty says, damn, drinking coffee is good. Alright, well, enjoy your meet up with your stranger there, Mitty. Try not to get skinned alive if you can avoid it. And hopefully we'll see you in the stream this evening. Otherwise, we'll send out a search party. Make sure you're all good. Alright, back in a moment here, wonderful people. Just going to go throw that coffee pot on.
We've been running in circles, one step closer to the borderline. What's the reason to break down? Make up your own mind now. Give us a shot. All that we've got is hanging on a thread tonight. What will it take to keep us from breaking out? When will it stop? Caroline, you called me a believer, always closer to the borderline. There's no reason to break that. Make up your mind. Give us a shot. All that we've got is hanging on a thread tonight. What will it take to keep us from breaking out?
Alright guys, I'm back. Apologies for how long that took. As usual, when I go and make my first coffee in the morning, I put the pot on the stove within the space of maybe one song. It's all boiled, it's all ready to go, all good. Of course, because it knew I had a stream to get back to, it took like 3.5, 4 songs to fully brew. Because that's just the way. It's like, you've got things that you need to do, but I'm gonna screw you. So appreciate your patience there, ladies and gentlemen, really do. Sean says, I don't understand why you had to pinch the English language and then use Americans' English data. Aluminum? No, aluminium. The fuck is aluminum?
Me! Shit!
F122 is 50% off and free to play for this weekend. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Hey, Wilbert is here. G'day, Wilbert. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're going really awesome. Yeah, exactly. Sean kicked me out. He's like, you need to go and make a coffee, boy. You're not right. I'm glad I did go and make a coffee, because in the time that I was away, the scenery improved dramatically. So, and I got back before we got to the first waypoint as well. So I feel like, despite the fact that the coffee pot tried to screw me over as much as possible, I feel like we've ended up in first place still. We just had to come from last position on the grid. But I hope you're doing well, Wilbert. Hope you're doing well. Alright, I guess it's, I've made the coffee. I shouldn't probably just let it sit there and keep talking. I should probably drink it, you know. Especially seeing as I made all of you wait. What was it? That was probably at least 8 minutes or so that I was gone. So... nothing like some coffee in the morning, even though it's no longer the morning. It's the morning by my body clock because I slept until 10. Okay? That's the argument I'm going with. It's a bullshit argument. It's full of flaws and holes, but it's the one I'm using anyway. Alright, so the part of the world that we're in right now is known as the Fifer Big Sur State Park, which is, no, it's one of the more crafty names that I've seen used for a national park location. Credit where credit's due. Whoever named this part of the world actually clearly gave a shit about being slightly different, and it didn't just go, ooh, it's got trees and hills, let's name it. I don't know, I don't have an example lined up, a shit example lined up, so anyway. Oh, I mean, yeah, sure, Sean. Absolutely.
You surprise me to how shit you are.
I keep saying I'm going to put it in the description for the streams as well. So, you know what? I'll add it to the description for this evening's stream, and then I will be able to, it'll just be there for every stream afterwards. Because you just reuse stream settings when you're making streams on YouTube. The people who do streams on YouTube will know exactly what I'm talking about. You just reuse your settings and change the title and the thumbnail of the stream. Yeah, but I actually need to, I've got a few more soundboards to add to the chatbot as well, Sean. So I feel like you saying that is the perfect motivation, because I need to make some more shorts and edit some stuff as well after the stream. So I feel like I just need to head down and just do it. Hey, stop saying I'm gonna do it and just fucking do it. In fact, I can probably do it whilst we're streaming, I think. I do that. So for setting up the actual stream on YouTube, Sean, that is by far the easiest part of organising streams and streaming. I'm not even going to try and deny that or argue with that. As long as you've got a thumbnail and an idea of what you want to do, that's the easiest part. It's the behind the scenes stuff like making flight plans and all that shit that's time consuming. Right, so where is that's called that's, whoop, I don't want it like that. I want it like that. And then we have whoops, hitting the wrong buttons already. I've written down like 5 of them and I'm already missing key things. That's good. That's a great start. That's that. Geez, I have a lot of soundboards. I'm starting to realize that as I'm writing these down into the description on the stream. Yeah, got a lot of soundboards. Alright. I want that. I want oh, that would have been slightly awkward. I just about deleted my whole description for the stream. That would have been interesting. God, how many friggin' soundboards have I put in? Thanks for just bear with me whilst we do this. I'll obviously come back to the stream once we do get closer here to Hurst Castle. I am watching how close we are getting to that. That's wrong. That's then. That's. My God. Too many soundboards, Bryce. Too many soundboards. Whoa, what the hell did I just press? Wrong button, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. I'll remember this next time I have the great idea of, oh yes, I'll put in lots of soundboards. Oh, what have you done now? Come on. Oh. I hate Logitech products sometimes. My mouse just decided that 400 DPI is exactly what it wanted to, not the 3200 that I usually have it set to. I didn't hit anything. It just decided that, oh yeah, no, you don't get to have what you want there, mate. We'll dictate to you. Right, I'm gonna come out of Streamlabs chatbot for a sec, and we're gonna get a nice view of this Hurst Castle. I've nearly finished putting in all the soundboards, and then you guys can go to town. Oh, you're all good, Sean. Carpal tunnel is not your fault. I've already got it anyway from being a chef, so even if I wanted to point the finger and somehow blame you for that, Sean, I couldn't, and I wouldn't. So you're all good. You're safe from being blamed for the carpal tunnel. I should also, whilst I'm concentrating, change our fuel tank. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's... so here's Hurst Castle. When we get a little bit closer, you'll be able to see it. You get a good viewpoint of the top of the aircraft as well. What is Hurst Castle? Is it like a celebrity mansion or something? It certainly looks like a celebrity's mansion. Pretty nice part of the world though to have a house. Like, geez, I certainly wouldn't complain about that. Right in the middle of the wilderness, not far from the beach. Hurst San Simeon Airstrip. Oh, Simeon, the dodgy car guy owns that castle. Then is that what we're saying? The one from Grand Theft Auto. Cool, right, let's go with... Whoops, spelling things incorrectly. This is what happens when you stitch yourself up. Done. And then that, and then that. Bloody hell. Nope, that's not how you spell that, Bryce. That's... Come on, that's gotta be all of them, surely. Okay, not quite, almost. There we go. Alright, all the soundboards are now currently in the description. And they will be in the description of every stream from here on out for those who are interested in that. I honestly hope that we have enough altitude here to clear these mountains. I mean, supposedly the MSA for this flight is 4,500, but it's giving me mild anxiety right this second. Yes, very true, Sean. Very true. What's the next airport you are going to land at? I don't think because GC Bounds, the airports that I have in obviously were Fresno, where we took off from, but there's not really any airports in the flight plan on this flight until we get to San Jose, which is obviously just south of San Francisco. And then the other airports are Oakland and all that, which are already in San Francisco. So I might, because we're going to hand fly through San Francisco, I'll probably land at Oakland to finally actually answer your question, GC Bounds, after analysing it for about 45 minutes. In fact, I think from the Bixby Creek Bridge, from Bixby Creek Bridge, we are hand flying it the rest of the way, because it is point of interest after point of interest after the Bixby Creek Bridge, just continuous. So, yeah, I'm going to be hand flying directly after that. There might, I can't remember, Sean, but there might be some sort of timer on you, the viewers, on how many soundboards you can use in a certain period of time. I remember vaguely setting up something. I just can't remember whether it's 90 seconds, 2 minutes, or 3 minutes. It's one of those. But I can throw in 400 million of them, so I'll pop that in for you so you can see what it's all about. That's assuming it even's gonna work. For some reason, that soundboard doesn't seem to be working. That's interesting. That's really weird. Why isn't that working? Edit. Why is that not working? Yep, usage is correct. It is enabled. It is in the general group. Huh. Let me try that again. Swedish chef. I'll figure out why that, like, it's all, everything in the Streamlabs chatbot links to where it needs to be, and the sound file is exactly where I've got it linked to, so I'm not sure why that's not working. But I'll have a play around with that. Yeah, exactly. We're not only flying, but we're testing things too. That's exactly right, Sean. That is exactly right. Damn, there's some people flying up here. I mean, I know they're not all with this stream, but and I know we're heading towards San Francisco, but whew. The Eurofighter is busted. Did it get busted by one of the recent updates or something, Lazarus?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
There you go. See, all the other soundboards are working, so that's weird, isn't it? Anyway, I'll have a play with that Swedish Chef one and figure out why, even though everything's where it's meant to be, it's not doing what it's meant to do. I must say, this is a very nice part of the world. Really nice part of the world. And it's, oh yeah. The Eurofighter is stupid fast, Lazarus. I don't personally have it, but yeah. Is it the new Eurofighter that's supposedly about to come out, or is it the one that's been out for a while? I don't know, I heard somewhere that somebody, I think a Milviz or somebody like that, was working on a Eurofighter. Could be mistaken. Could it be a completely different aircraft? I'm not amazing when it comes to military jets. Oh, it's the... Yeah, okay. Hey, look. Credit where credit's due, Lazarus, to that bloke. I know his aircraft are not great, but his liveries and sceneries are pretty good that he has put up in the marketplace. So, he's just doing the wrong things. He should be doing his liveries and sceneries. CJ Simulations Euro. Okay, there we go. See, I knew there was one coming out. Wasn't from Milviz, but I knew there was one coming out. Released today. Yeah, so Lazarus is flying the Bredok one. This Pfeiffer Big Sur State Park is big. Yeah, I remember, Sean, it was like the first add-on aircraft. And everybody bought it because everyone's like, oh, add-ons! And then very quickly they were like, oh, this is shit! Yeah, exactly, Lazarus. Fun to fly, but a little arcade-ish. That's the general consensus from most people who've flown it. It's a good fun for, you know, an hour or two, and then it's a bit like... But I guess it probably works well for those who are not necessarily flying in the sim for the realism side of things and are more flying just for the sake of having some fun and blasting through canyons and under bridges and through cities and just doing stupid shit. It probably suits perfectly. In fact, not probably, it definitely does. Sean, I might have to time you out for that comment. It's not as good as the C-130 that Captain Sim has done. Yeah. Right. There's only about 3 companies. Well, there's only a let me rephrase that. There's only a handful of companies out there that can push PMDG for realism. Aerosoft, Just Flight, Milviz, to name 3 of them. It's really weird. The whole Captain Sim thing is just really weird because myself, and probably a lot of you included, back in the days of FS 2004 and FSX, the stuff that Captain Sim released was great. It was high quality, it was relatively realistic, it was well priced, the bloke in charge wasn't to see you next Tuesday. And then in the last 10-15 years, it's just all downhill. And it doesn't make any sense because had Captain Sim have actually put effort into their 777 and their 76 and the C-130, they could have easily established themselves once again as one of the top players in flight simulation add-ons and modifications. And they just didn't. It's almost like you could refer to as almost a fall from grace. Yeah. I know that's potentially a slightly harsh opinion, but really, like, Captain Sim was so good. I remember owning their products for FSX. There was really, really good quality stuff at a really decent price. And now we're going to have to wait for PMDG to do their 777 before we get a good 777 for the Sim.
Come on over, let's pick up where we left off. You and I had lots of love, just to top it.
That's another, there's another company I'd love to see revived, Project Open Sky. I remember flying their 7.3 and their 7.6 back in FSX. Again, great. I think they changed their name though at some point. I can't remember what to.
I'll be deep under your influence tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. Absolutely.
Babe, I don't mind another round. Drinking from your bottle, baby, calling it
For sure, Sean. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, single player development teams out there doing much better than big developers. Jabaroo from what's his name? Simulations. DLB, David, Iris Simulations. Does an incredible job with what he puts out. What is his? What are they called? The guys that the New Zealand Australia blokes. Oh, what is their name? Why can't I think of their name? I've got them on Discord. NZA Simulations. So they're a small team that started off as freeware. And their freeware was so good that people started saying to them, hey, you should probably start charging for this. You know? GC Bound says, I'm going to divert to Kilo Charlie Alpha Lima because I have to go to bed. Not a problem, GC Bound. All good, mate. All good. What is the time there? It is... 7:16 p.m. No, that can't be right. Unless GC Bounds is like me and he likes to go to bed early and get lots of sleep. Yeah, okay, that's better, GC Bounds. I was gonna say, no, yeah, 10:15 p.m. That's much more like it. I was like, no, there's no way it's only 7:16 and he's telling me he's got to, you know. Sean says Jefferson. Now, why have I heard that name? Yeah, has just been accepted into the store. That's probably why I've heard that name. Amazing scenery developer. Yes. Oh, Sean, I love it. 3:16 a.m. you lightweights. But that is all good. Actually, where even is the airport you're diverting to? GC Bounds. Let's have a look. Oh, you're going into the Carmel Valley Village Airport. Nice. There you go. I'm still not sure that 4,500 feet is the correct minimum safe altitude here, but I trust it. I trust it. Many wouldn't. But I mean, to be fair to you, Sean, you are built from different material. I mean, silk, obviously. Gawin says, I have to head to bed. Good night, everyone. Bryce, I will get you squared away once I get back home tomorrow. Yeah, no worries, Gawin. All good, mate. You have a good rest, etc. And I will catch up with you very, very soon. Look after yourself, mate. Cheers for being here as well. Appreciate it. And same to you, GC Bounds, if you're still here. Appreciate you, mate. Enjoy your rest. Williams says MSA usually 1,000 foot above the highest point of terrain. Is it 1,000 or 1,500? I know it's something like that. God, why am I yawning? I've already smashed 2 coffees for the morning, and my body's like, no, you can still yawn. So the Bixby Creek Bridge, hey? Why is this a point of interest? What makes it so famous? Looks like it might be connecting like 2 pieces of cliff together or something. That's exactly what it's doing. It's connecting 2 pieces of cliff together. Except I'm not seeing any big red dogs anywhere, so I don't know what cliff it's connecting together. Are they sure that's a hand-done piece of scenery? It doesn't look very hand-done. Oh, that's better. It's actually, it's like popping in as we go. Yeah, right. That's a bridge. That's, you know, there's no denying that. That is most definitely a bridge. Absolutely, you can fly under, Sean. There's plenty of bridges when we get to San Francisco, so I'm going to fly under those. You know, Golden Gate, etc. But yeah, fly under it. Be my guest. And here I was thinking that I'm supposed to start hand flying from this point. I forgot about the fact that we've still got about 60 nautical miles to San Jose. So still got 60 nautical miles before I need to take over control from the autopilot, which is probably not a bad thing, because with all this cloud and all the high terrain that's currently surrounding, I feel like it would just end badly if I was to dive down and get nice, and it'll be Catalina all over again. GC Bounds is now diverting to a kilo Monday. Romeo Yellow? I don't know, I'm just grabbing the first words that come to the brain. What even is that airport? I'm relatively familiar with the code for some reason. KM. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Monterey, California. Right, that makes a lot of sense. GC Bounds. That's why I'm familiar with the code, because it's for Monterey. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was sort of saying, Sean. I was like, oh, this doesn't really look that spectacular of a bridge to be considered a point of interest. It's just a slightly fancy bridge in the fact that the road goes over the top and the arch is under the bottom, I guess. Or I say the arch, well, it actually is an arch, isn't it? It's a circular, like so. Yeah. But yeah, little. Kilo Moskva Rosberg Yankee. GC Bounds says, never mind, now I'm going to try to make it to San Jose. GC Bounds, at this point, mate, you may as well go all the way to San Francisco. Because San Jose is only about 20 nautical miles from San Fran. In fact, if you land at Oakland, you're literally going to be landing in San Francisco. And Oakland is less than 26 nautical miles from San Jose. You know, not trying to press you into doing extra and further again, but like, you may as well. You could make it to Seattle and get a new 737. You could get one of the Max 10s or the Max 7s that they're struggling to get certification for. Just offer a really good price to Boeing. You probably get it. Although you probably also then fall out of the sky. Isn't that what the Maxes do? They just... No, they fixed that problem. At least I bloody hope they fixed that problem. That would be slightly awkward. But yeah, I'd love a 739 Max, my own personal 737-900 Max. Why so early, GC Bounds? That may be a stupid question from me as well, because here in Australia, most schools don't start until 9:30 a.m. So if I see that somebody's getting up at 5:30 a.m. for school, I'm already like, why do you need 4 hours? It will, so in terms of what time it will be there when we get there, GC Bounds, we've probably got about half an hour-ish, maybe 40 minutes maximum before we get to San Francisco. And the reason I say 40-45 minutes maximum is because I'm taking into account we're probably going to want to fly around Alcatraz, under a bridge, all that sort of stuff. You live an hour away and school starts at 8. Ooh. Ouch, that's rough. Okay, that makes so much more sense though as well, GC Bounds, mate. So much more sense. When I was in school, they started at 8:25 a.m. What? Really? That's so early. School in Cyprus used to start at 6. But finish at 11. We had to go on Saturday too. 6. I mean, I know you're done before lunchtime, but 6. That's rough. I'll stick with Australian school start times, shall I? Just 9:30 in the morning. You don't have to wake up until 7:30, 8 a.m. to be able to be there in time. It's great. Get up at 6 and be at school by 7:30. God, in winter the sun's only just coming up at 7:30. That's rough. No aircon. So is that why they did it, Sean? To keep it nice and cool whilst you were there. I guess that makes sense, but still, I wouldn't be keen for bloody 4 a.m. wake ups just to go to school. Like, it's rough enough doing that and being paid for it with your job, let alone doing it for free. I might have to increase the speed of this ceiling fan even more. It is hot in here. Like, unpleasantly hot. And it really shouldn't be, because it's not that hot outside. Like, it's warm and it's sunny, but it's not. Let's have a look. It is 21 degrees outside, so it's nice. We're going for 24 degrees today, so really nice day. But I don't know what the temperature is in here right now, but it's at least 30 something. Yeah, absolutely, Sean. Absolutely. And if the idea was because you had no air conditioning, so they liked to obviously get it all done before it got too hot, I can understand. I can understand that. Yes, spring has started and it's late October, so it's pretty common for it to start getting pretty... we start to get some really warm weather coming now as we get to late October. We still get, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, we still get like days where it's 15 degrees and bucketing rain, but we also get lots of days where it's 25 to 30 degrees as well. In another month's time, it'll be getting properly hot. So it's probably going to be time for me to go to Bunnings and start sourcing a portable air conditioner for this room. Oh yeah, absolutely, Sean. Like, the thing I hate about winter is how short the days are. That's the only thing I hate about winter. I don't mind about the cold, I don't mind about the rain, because you just put extra layers on and everything's good. But I hate the short days. autumn in San Diego, but mid-30s this week. Yeah, our autumn's pretty similar, William. Our autumn starts in March, but even by mid to late April, we're still getting, you know, little packets of a few days in a row where it's high 20s, low 30s that just come out of the middle of nowhere. And then a cool change comes through, and then you get like 5 days in a row where it's 14 degrees. Yeah, don't worry, Sean. I remember.
I would change my mind. Gotta give me some.
Well, I mean, I didn't really have to do anything other than have a housemate move out, Sean. It's not wasn't any real requirements from me other than that.
Suppose that we won't stand a chance.
GC Bounds has lost an engine. Oh, okay. Yeah. I would recommend finding an airport then. Absolutely. Just give me a sec. I'm going to turn this fan up. Whoops. That's better. I should get a thermometer in this room just to see how hot it is getting. That hopefully the sound of the ceiling fan is not coming through the microphone too much there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm also disappointed with how cloudy it is where we are right now, which is the forest of Nissan Marks State Park. Sure. No worries. I believe that this is like below us. We can't see it, but I believe this is the Santa Cruz area and all that of California. God, it looks nice with the sun over the clouds there though. That looks good. Okay, I'm going to stop complaining now. That looks great. Oh, in that regard, Sean, yes, absolutely. I thought you meant that I had to do lots of hard work to get in this room. No, not really. Poundy says outside here, -21. That's slightly cold. Where are you living, Poundy? In the middle of Antarctica? Bloody hell. That's amazingly cold. Oh, that's a tilde. Sorry. Yep. Okay. Never mind. I was gonna say, what the? And my second question was gonna be, I was like, I'm pretty sure you live in Australia, Poundy, so what the hell is going on? Right. Yeah, so you got the same weather as we do, about 21 degrees at the moment. Which is nice. It's, I think it's, yeah, I mean, it's overcast here, but it's not raining and it's 21. So, it's, yeah. Successfully landed, GC Bounds. Well done, mate. Landing with an engine out always requires that extra concentration. So I feel like you deserve a little bit of a round of applause there, mate. And that, I promise you, that's not sarcastic in any way, shape or form. I know it's pretty common for me to be a sarcastic see you next Tuesday, but this time round I'm not, I'm being genuine. Well done, sir.
All that I crave when you're
fuel check. Should be alright. Ooh, we are a little on the low side, aren't we? Luckily, we've only got to fly around San Francisco. Although I did fill up my tanks to 100%, but I think as sometimes occurs within the sim, it just defaults to 50%, which is a little bit annoying, but that's alright. That is alright. So according to the GPS, we have 26 minutes left until we get to San Francisco International Airport, but that's just assuming that we're going direct to San Fran, which we're not. Yeah, the fuel is slightly concerning, actually. I may have to just do a slightly dodgy thing, because I know for a fact I had put extra fuel in. But that's alright. I'll just pull the wool over everyone's eyes to do it. You know, just a bit of a... Oh! Look at that! Oh! What's happening there? Oh, wow! That's amazing! Cool! Anyway... nothing to see here. Nothing to see at all. I didn't touch anything. I swear, officer. Yeah, Lazarus is really good in the military jets. I agree with you, Sean. Credit where credit's due. Does a damn good job. I'd love to. You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Icarus, Stu, Lazarus, and Vruden all screaming around in military jets in a stream. I reckon that would be absolutely epic. Absolutely, Sean. It's very different in your part of the world because, of course, here in Australia, yes, it does get cold in the evenings in the middle of winter. Absolutely. You know, but other than that, it's pretty okay. But it's very different in your part of the world. So, yeah, 100% agree with you there, mate. Yeah, exactly. Get rid of the pesky clouds. Yeah, the pesky clouds. The pesky clouds in our flights. Absolutely. That would also be great, for sure. Hey, another one of Sean's locations here. This is where he keeps all his fresh fruit and vegetables. He's got his oil place. Now he's got his fruit and vegetable place. Fruitdale. It's your, is that where you've got your grocery store, is it, Sean? That's just so you can get the necessary tax breaks that you need to get, yeah, Sean? I mean, I know we shouldn't be talking about that on stream because it's probably going to get you into trouble for tax fraud and all that, but whatever, the FBI's not watching. At least I don't think they are. Hello, FBI and CIA, if you're watching. Nothing to see here, everything's above board, I swear. It's all good. Just, fuck off on your ways. Good, Sean. I'm glad. That's the correct response. That's going to remove all suspicion. GC Bounds says, good night, GC Bounds, mate. Have a good rest. Try not to work too hard tomorrow at school. Just, you know. Obviously put the effort in, but don't, you know, don't overexert yourself is what I'm saying. Can definitely tell there was garlic in my smashed avo and chorizo this morning because now all I can taste is a interesting concoction of iced coffee and garlic, which it tastes about as good as it sounds. So it's not great. Whose stadium below? Let's see if I can. I'm not sure, Sean. It's not the greatest photo of it. It looks like somebody set fire to the stadium and it's started to melt slightly.
Some kind of magic ingredient that takes you there.
This is cool. What's this? Is this a road network that sort of goes through this part of the world? Is this just for, like, I've never seen anything like this before. Let's bring it up on little nav map and see what it says. So, this is the Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wildlife Park that we're flying over right now. Ah, okay. Fair enough. And these are various salt ponds as well within the national park. Cool. There you go. You learn something new every day. So those are in fact roads. Ooh, look at the salt ponds. The pink and the red, that's the salt ponds. How insane is that? Although we appear to have gone to the east coast of the US because we're now about to fly over Newark. I think we accidentally slewed or something. I would say probably not the San Francisco 49ers, Sean, just because we're in San Jose. So if San Jose's got a team, I'd say that's probably their stadium. That's cool with the salt fields. That is really cool. All right, let's take over from the autopilot now, shall we? I think it's time to enact the hand flying. Is San Jose technically just an outer suburb of San Francisco? It's the new arc when it floods? Absolutely. The 49ers moved 40 miles from San Fran, which didn't make sense to many. Okay, that probably is the 49ers stadium then, which then answers my next question, which was obviously, is San Jose now technically part of San Francisco? Yes, clearly it is. Although, yeah, that, I was going to say that doesn't make sense, but it also kind of does make sense if they're trying to entice people from San Jose.
Got me good, got me on a plate. Silver spoon in the spotlight. Midnight sun kisses sun till late. You play me good, play me every day. You can start and you know what I want. I'm the pie of the cherry on top.
Alright, so we are not far now from Oakland, which is, of course, well, it's almost the secondary airport of San Francisco these days, isn't it, really? Because, I mean, I think a few airlines now actually service Oakland internationally, if I'm not... Well, it's technically not international, is it? A flight to Hawaii is not technically an international flight. But, yeah, it's an overseas flight. So, as promised, I am definitely going to do a touch and go here at Oakland. And then I think directly on the other side of the Bay of San Francisco is San Francisco. You're being chased by an F-22, Lazarus. It's alright, you're in the F-16. Just incredibly evasive maneuvers. And a little bit of prayer. And you'll probably be alright. And if you're not, well, I reserve the right to be not taken seriously. Alright, gear down. what I must say, this is absolutely spectacular. Approaching Oakland. Got to be careful how I say that, being an Australian that's near New Zealand. Approaching Auckland, but no, approaching Oakland with this sunset is something else. It really is. Alright, I need to, I was going to say, oh, that looks really cool, but I need to be inside the aircraft here to be able to do this properly, otherwise we are screwed. Probably the best approach I've done in a while right now, I must say. We've got 2 red, 2 white. We're not bouncing all over the place too much. The speed is good and it is reducing. We are basically in line with the center line. I'm pretty happy with this. We're a little bit low, but that's alright because we know the Trinidad likes to float so much that we could basically land it on the water right now and got a boat. Here we go, floating time. Oh, she is very floaty. Very floaty. Did I have trees at the threshold? No. That's interesting, Sean. I don't think you're meant to have trees at the threshold somehow. All right. So we're going to keep it pretty low for the rest of this flight, just because we're going to be obviously going under bridges and all that sort of stuff. God, that looks good, doesn't it? Damn, Microsoft Flight Simulator, you throw up some awesome stuff sometimes. How good does that look? The sun reflecting off the water. The clouds all orange. You can see San Francisco in the distance. Minus 31 feet per minute then for your landing, Sean. I'll have to check mine in Volanta well, at the end of the stream probably. I certainly did, Poundy. I certainly did. I knew I wanted to be coming into San Francisco during sunset. I may have not quite set it back far enough, though. I should have gone back maybe another 10 minutes or so, because I feel like the sun's going to dip below the horizon before we land in San Francisco. Absolutely, Poundy. It is definitely hard not to love what this version of the sim has brought along with it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I could quite easily just fly in complete silence, epidemic sound up, no webcam, and just hang out with you guys and do flights on streams. It just, in certain locations, the scenery is so crazy good. Like, look at this. This is nuts, what we're currently experiencing as we're in the clouds. This freaking insanity. X-plane what? I was gonna say, why are we dipping down? The joystick stopped working for a sec there. That was weird. But yeah, this is insane. So we're definitely going to be going under the Bay Bridge here. And then I'm hoping that we can power up and pull off to the left and fly over Oracle Park, which is there on the left-hand side. Okay, so I know for a fact that soundboard works, Sean, so now I'm really confused. Oh yeah, we will be, Lazarus. We're going to do Bay Bridge, Oracle Park, the Trans-America Pyramid, the Coit Tower, Alcatraz, the Palace of Fine Arts, the Golden Gate Bridge, the California Palace of the something, Sutro Tower, the whole kit. We are doing everything. Feel like I did an okay job of that. Can't complain. Fly over Oracle Park here. Geez, the frames are nice and smooth here in San Francisco. Credit to Asobo on this one. A lot better than it was in LA. There you go, Oracle Park, the baseball field. All right. Now the Trans-America Pyramid. Where is it? There it is. Surprisingly, the buildings don't look like they've melted too much either, which is nice. Fly over the Coit Tower. And then out towards Alcatraz. I absolutely love that particular player's name out there in the distance. Shut up, Meg. Peter Griffin, eat your heart out. There we go. Was that close enough to Alcatraz? I feel like it was. All right, come on, turn, you prick. We can't go to the Golden Gate yet. We have to do the Palace of the Fine Arts first. There we go. I'm surprised I haven't pulled the wings off with the movements that I've been doing in this Trinidad for the last few streams.
close to my body. I should've known, just because you spent the night doesn't mean you want me. I should've known not to let my guard down so damn fast before even knowing where we really at. Guess I never should've.
There we go, get a good view of the Palace of Fine Arts. Alright, now for the Golden Gate. And I'm going to try something very, very, very risky here. I don't know if it's going to go very well.
I wanna take back everything I said. Yeah, I wish I never got in your bed that night. And every time somebody comes close, I always seem to lose control. Yeah, I lose control. I guess I never should have let you in.
That was weird. Alright.
I should have known, just because you spent the night doesn't mean you want me. I should have known not to let my guard down so damn fast before even knowing where we really at. Guess I never should have let you in so close to my body.
Okay, I managed to pull that off. I don't know how I managed to pull that off, but I managed to pull that off.
Guess I never should have let you in so close to my body. I should have known, just because you spent the night doesn't mean you want me. I should have known not to let my guard down so damn fast before even knowing where we're really at. Guess I never should have let you in so close to my body, my body, my body.
Alright, let's continue on before I make a mess of something by being too confident. We'll see the California Palace of the Legion of Honor.
Another broken plate, another called off date. We never seem to get it right. Another heart attack, words that we can't take back. We are the reason opposites attract. Once you slam the door on the second floor, I regret it all. When I think it through, I can help the way I feel for you.
Looks a little bit like the War Memorial in Canberra, the way it's set up there. I think it's something similar anyway. That's weird, Sean. You were nowhere near the water and you still got a 736 foot per minute landing. That doesn't really make much sense, does it? God, this, I really like this Trinidad. For doing all this fast, hard turning stuff that GA aircraft are not meant to do. The Trinidad does a very, very good job of doing what it shouldn't do. Yes! I mean, I nearly stalled, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, so now gotta line up with San Francisco Airport, and there's very little wind, so it doesn't actually matter which runways we use. So I reckon probably come in over the city here, which means I need to go this way. Brisbane is in 2 nautical miles. We appear to have teleported to Australia. Uh-oh. Oh. Mildly concerning when I'm getting stutters. Although I still haven't had a crash to desktop, touch wood, within the sim since I installed the 3080. Which is an amazing sentence for me to say, because the long-time viewers of this channel would know just how unstable my sim was with the previous setup that we had. I love it how the airport pappy lights are like, you're too low, you're too low. Yes, I'm also doing like 180 knots ground speed. So I think we're going to be okay. Stutters, 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 and more stutters. Alright, now we've got to slow this thing down. I mean, I know I'm 1.5 nautical miles from the runway, but that's the perfect time to slow your aircraft down, right? Oh, she's rough. Very rough. And nice and stuttery as well. Wow, okay. Slightly windy. Jesus. I love it how little navmap was saying, oh, don't worry, there's no wind, it's all good. Get down to like 200 feet above the runway and you've got a 20 knot tailwind. Like, cheers for that, L&M. Really appreciate that. Don't know how I'm going to go landing this thing in a 20 knot tailwind, but anyway, let's give it a shot. Okay, I'll take that. Not going to lie, that's it's pretty smooth. Very funny, William. Combination of both, though, probably. To be absolutely fair, I should have checked the weather a bit more closely there at San Fran before just being like, yeah, that'll do. We'll just go in on this runway. That's the poor piloting skills. Yeah, it's almost like there was wind shear on short final there. I don't know if that's caused by, because you would have seen there as you come in over the city, there's a lot of raised roads and freeways. I don't know if there's like, if that does weird things to wind and turbulence and wind shear. I mean, that would make sense if it does. But I wonder if that's what causes it. Of course, it's not enough to affect a jet, which you don't really see many Trinidads probably landing at San Francisco International Airport. You probably don't see many Trinidads taxiing to the passenger terminal either. But, you know, this is a... Why not create a stream of firsts, shall we? Although San Francisco does seem incredibly quiet for San Fran Airport. Like, none of these gates are occupied, and I feel like that's not correct. I wonder if we can we use the air bridge with the Trinidad? I wonder. That would be cool if we could.
Let's go, let's run, 'cause I couldn't stand to listen to the sound of our flight.
There we go. Park up. Now, because we've got low fuel,
To fight this pain, sailing stormy rivers, I can feel you shiver. What if this could last forever? Babe, you got
there we go. And then, can I?
when you stand right by.
Yes, I can. Now, the next question is, if I go outside, does it show? Yes, it does. There we go. Now we just need to connect the air bridge up to there. That's all good. We can do that, right? This is the first time I've actually, like, played around with opening the door and stuff on this Trinidad. You would have thought after 46 flights or whatever we've done in it that I would have played with this earlier on. But no, just, you know. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does bring us to the end of leg 146. It also brings us to the end of part 4 of 5 of California Dreaming. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Francisco, here in California. If you did enjoy that flight as much as I did and you haven't yet hit that like button, I would obviously be incredibly appreciative of it, as would the button with having some interaction with some humans. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, to each and every one of you who did come along on the flight, whether you came along in the chat, whether you came along on the flight, whether you were involved in both, a massive thank you to all of you for being here. Appreciate every single one of you. But ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, look after yourself, stay safe, stay well, don't do anyone I wouldn't do, and I'll catch all of your wonderful smiling faces somewhere very soon in a stream on the internet. Until next time, legends, have a good one.
Alright, yeah, okay, Ring around the rosy, pockets full like OD. I can move just how I move, cause don't nobody know me. Low key, still do more numbers than your fate. You can hate, but you can't say that I've been missing any place, any fool, what it do, moving quick, bustin' moves, steps ahead, cause I'm out working while you tryna catch a snooze, keep it smooth. Not concerned with other dudes or what they do. Keep it true, I kick the truth. I'm not here so I can time, so I do what I wanna. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Okay, okay. Alright, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah. Full court press, none stress when I work on. Full court press, none less than a honor. Full court press, straight flex, close the curtain. Full court press to the top from the surface. Yeah, and I stay humble. Hit me for a feature, don't you come with no petty numbers. Talking about some leverage, but you been had plenty from us. Fed you for the low, so I could double when the any coming. You can't take a penny from us. Full court press, Bobby Knight with my attitude. You wouldn't understand, so I can't be mad at you. You ever had to roll coins to get to the next week? Working for the 10, had to rush to the 10 and 2. What you know about that? And that made me a better man. Now it's backstage business to shake your hands. I don't do this for Instagram. This is real life for real. My real life for real. For real. So I do what I, yeah. Alright, yeah. Okay, okay. Alright, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah. Full court press, none stress when I work on. Full court press, none less than a honor. Full court press, straight flex, close the curtain. Full court press to the top from the surface.